Hello, everybody. Welcome. Good evening. Good afternoon. Anywhere where you are watching. I am Ryan from SciWeather, and here's your updated forecast. All right, everybody, taking a look at the SPC outlook today. We really don't have a threat for any storms today, just some general thunderstorm areas in the California and into some of the Nevada and some of the Utah areas, and into some of the upper Pennsylvania into the Buffalo areas. Could be seeing some thunderstorms. Moving on to day two, we do have a marginal risk for severe weather, 1 out of 5 on the severe weather scale. We do have two areas to watch for severe weather. We have this northern part, and then we have this southern part that's going to really ramp up and produce a extreme outbreak incoming for later on Friday. It's going to be pushing this way. But our main focus for tomorrow is going to be this area, as it is have a threat for some severe weather and a possible tornado or two. Areas included would be Oklahoma City, Oklahoma, Tulsa, Oklahoma, Wichita, Kansas, Sussex, South Dakota, and Topeka, Kansas. Alright, so we do have a threat for tornadoes, about 2% out there for tornadoes anywhere in the green. You guys do have a threat for a potential spin up tornado. Nothing really violent, just a spin up or two. In Oklahoma City, Tulsa, Oklahoma, Norman, Oklahoma, Wichita Falls, Texas, and Denton, Texas. And going on to the wind, you do have a 5% out for Oklahoma City, Tulsa, Oklahoma, Kansas, Wichita, Kansas, Topeka, Kansas, and Althea, Kansas. Um, Hail wise, you guys do have a 5% out for one region in the northern part and another region for the Oklahoma areas. This includes areas of Oklahoma City, Tulsa, Oklahoma, Wichita, Kansas, Sussex, South Dakota, and Topeka, Kansas. Taking a look real quick at the day three, we do have a enhanced, and this is going to be the main factor for the tornadic event that's going to be going on, and possible derecho going on into Friday. The main areas to look for are going to be in the enhanced and into the slight. Now, I'm not saying you can't see anything anywhere in the. I'm not saying you can't see anything in the marginal, but your main area of concern is going to be anywhere in the slight and to the enhanced. So areas included in the marginal are going to be Dallas, Texas, Columbus, Ohio, Milwaukee, Wisconsin, Kansas City, and Missouri, and then Tulsa, Oklahoma for your marginal. And your Chicago area, you guys are going to be seeing a slight in Chicago, Illinois, Indianapolis, Indiana, Nashville, Tennessee, Cincinnati, Ohio, and Louisville, Kansas. Enhance, you guys are going to be seeing a Memphis, Tennessee, St. Louis, Missouri, Des Moines, Iowa, Little Rock, Arkansas, and Springfield, Missouri. The probability on this is hatched, so this does include Memphis, Tennessee, St. Louis, Missouri, Des Moines, Iowa, Little Rock, Arkansas, and Springfield, Missouri. With a 30% out there for Memphis, Tennessee, Nashville, Tennessee, St. Louis, Missouri, Des Moines, Iowa, and Little Rock, Arkansas. And also a 15% we got to watch out for anywhere in the Chicago, Illinois, Indianapolis, Indiana, Cincinnati, Ohio, Louisville, Kentucky, and Lexington and Fayette, Kentucky. And then a 5% out for areas basically in the Dallas, Texas, Columbus, Ohio, Milwaukee, Wisconsin, Kansas City, Missouri, and Tulsa, Oklahoma. So that is your lookout for the day one, day two, and day three. Okay, taking a look at our temperatures right now, we do have some fairly warm conditions into the southern United States and into some of the areas of Texas with 74 as a high. And then some areas could be seeing 60 to areas in here could be seeing lower 70s to high 80s in some areas in the Florida Panhandle area. So very warm conditions. Not quite lucky when it comes to upper in the Midwest or in the northern parts like North Dakota, South Dakota, as you guys could be seeing anywhere from 30, 32, 20s into low 20s into upper teens. Day one minimum temps, it is a very frigid start today. Anywhere from you can see this boundary that starts to kick up A very, very warm start to the southern United States and very cold start to the northern United States. Some areas this morning could have saw -3, -1, and into the lower single digits. Tomorrow's max temps right now are going to be fairly warm out. You can see this ridge does start to take place, and it's going to be going through there. You can see high 80s in some areas, very high 80s, high 70s, lower 80s, mostly warm conditions in Texas and Oklahoma that will fuel some severe storms to pop up as it goes on. Taking a look at our day 2 minimum temps, fairly different. You can see there is a ridge that will really start to take place through here, and this will produce the start of a severe weather event that will take place all the way in these regions and possibly into here too. We got to watch out for that area as we go on. Fairly warm conditions, 54 for a low tomorrow, and anywhere from 57 56, so it's a fairly warm morning tomorrow, but you still need to get a jacket if you are going out in the morning. Day 3 max temperature is fairly warm. You're looking at anywhere from, just look at this ridge though. I do want to take a point and look at the ridge. Let me go ahead and get a better look at it. You can see that ridge that starts to take place, and it is fairly warm. These temperatures are going to be very rapidly intense for the severe weather, looking at 62 in Columbus, 64 in Cincinnati, 57 in Cleveland, anywhere from 63 in Indianapolis, and into the lower 70s or high 80s in some places for a severe weather event that's going to be taking place. So fairly warm start, and that's what's going to very much fuel these the severe weather. So tomorrow's Friday corrections. A fairly warm, fairly cold morning for portions of the most western areas of the United States, anywhere from negative digits in some areas and lower single digits, as you guys in northern Dakota and southern Dakota and some of the United States could be seeing some fairly cold temperatures. But still a fairly frigid morning as you walk out the door into the Tennessee, Alabama, Georgia, Mississippi, Texas, Louisiana, Arkansas, Missouri, Oklahoma, and even Iowa. But just wait, as it's going to be very warm into the afternoon area. Taking a quick look at our first event that's going to be going on for the marginal, you can see that there fairly is a quiet start. But going on to tomorrow, you can see that we do have some scattered showers and thunderstorms into the Oklahoma metro and into this northern Texas area. Now take a quick look a couple more hours out. You can see that it really starts to intensify. You guys could be seeing maybe a little bit of hail going on. Nothing really dramatic. Possible rumbles of thunder and a downpour too. As it starts to move on and goes on into the Missouri and into the Arkansas, this will form a bone segment that will start to head towards the areas of Illinois, and this will be the start of a severe weather event. You can see it is fairly quiet. You can see it really starts to take place as we do have some severe weather that takes place into the most southeast part of the Oklahoma areas for tomorrow. Taking a look at our humidity is fairly interesting to look at, as we don't have as much severe weather. We can see where the most humidity is. You can see that it is a very high spike, and so I'm expecting there could be some severe weather, and this is 42 hours out, so it could fairly much change. You can see anywhere from the 63 to 64, anywhere from maybe the lower 70s for the humidity. So fairly humid start that's going to fuel these thunderstorms into tomorrow. So taking a look at the event that's going to be going on Friday, we have this low pressure system going on. It's going to be reaching all the way in this area and be heading anywhere into the Missouri, anywhere from Illinois, Indiana, Ohio, Tennessee, Kentucky, Arkansas. We have this low pressure system here that's going to be pushing east into the most eastwards area this week. And as we can see, going a couple more hours out, you can see going a couple more hours out, we can see this really starts to initiate as we have some discrete supercells that could really start to fire up. Taking a couple more hours out, you can see over in these areas of the Illinois and into some of the Ohio areas, could be seeing some discrete supercells that really start to fire up, and there's your low pressure system really right in the ridge, and you can see that it really starts to push eastward as we have a possible squall line event that could be taking place. So you can see that low pressure system really starting to take place, and it really pushes out into some of the anywhere from the most eastward eastern Kentucky and most areas of even Ohio could be seeing some severe weather. In this area, I would expect some of these supercells to do stuff. I don't know for sure, certain, but you got a massive squall line that's really looking very troublesome. That will start to push eastwards into the Ohio, eastwards of the Kentucky, and into some of the Tennessee, Nashville. You guys could be seeing some nasty supercells in there and some of that squall line. So be on the lookout for this. It is a nasty cell that will start to push forward, and a nasty line in general that will be pushing forward into some of the Friday. Taking a look at our dew points right now, we do have anywhere from high 60s to lower 60s. And you can see here's your low pressure system that's going to be starting to pull out. And you can see that it's going to ride this area and going to start to really push this way, as this is what it's really showing in the future. So we're going to continue, go a little couple hours, more hours out. You can see there's your pressure system, and here's your low pressure system right here, and then here's your line of what it's really looking like. So as it moves forward, you can see your dew points anywhere from 62 to 65, anywhere from 64 in some areas, and still Ohio does have some dew points anywhere from 52, so still some storms will pick up in that area, and you can see it really starts to push out, and this whole line will start to really push out into the most eastern coast this week, and it should be pushing out the United States by Saturday or into late Saturday and into early Sunday morning era. Alright everybody, I hope you all enjoyed this video. Stay tuned. You can find us on Twitter at SciWeather, Instagram at SciWeather91, and Discord at SciWeather. We do have a active Discord running, a very good community. There are applications that have to be on our YouTube team, and our applications to be a moderator too. So thank you for watching. Share this with anyone in the path. I will see you guys tomorrow.